What's been the most pleasing thing for you as you've seen this start to grow? And I know you've shared stories. I mean, even the story that you've shared of your own failure and how God has taken that, that's been an encouragement to me. I mean, we're not even talking about the actual movie now. I mean, the series, we're just talking about how God has worked in your life in a redemptive way. But what's been the real positive for you as you've seen this grow and you've seen it impact, you're hearing it, but what's really touches you or gets you going to keep you going through this?
Yeah, I think there's two things. One is when it comes to the show and the reactions, I'm hearing from people all over the world who are saying, my children love the show. My 6-year-old wants to watch all the episodes, which makes no sense to me because even adults can struggle with this show sometimes. I mean, it's a
Hmm.
complicated storyline. It's not just Flanagraph Jesus. Um, and the fact that 6-year-olds like the show, I didn't expect, I didn't anticipate. It doesn't make sense to me, and it's awesome. So seeing God remove the scales from our eyes, the eyes of viewers, and be drawn closer to Jesus through the show, and seeing that my goal has been realized in the sense of making sure that the show wasn't a replacement for Scripture.
Hmm.
That people are saying I'm reading the Bible more than ever. So anyone who criticizes the show and says people are going to be confused, they're going to think that this scene is from the Bible when it's not, and I'm like, all I can tell you is we've never heard from anybody that they've now watched The Chosen and don't need to read the Bible. All we hear is, I'm reading the Bible more than I ever did. I'm praying more than I ever did. I feel closer to Christ than I ever have. And I'm now the Bible is coming to life for me. And they don't replace the Bible with the show. So that's been the most pleasing thing. On a personal level, besides the whole feeding of the 5,000 realization, my wife calls these Red Sea moments, or there's two things that terms that my wife has coined is Red Sea moments and the manna program. And that's been the most encouraging for me is the manna program is, when God gave manna to the Israelites, each day they woke up with their hands outstretched looking for their daily bread. And he didn't give them any more than that. And even said, if you try to store it up, I'm going to make it rot. I think he wanted them to be daily reliant on him. And I've gotten to that place. I'm sure I fail often too, and I'm sure I'll fail in the future, but that's my operating principle. And then being comfortable in the Red Sea moments when the Egyptians are chasing the Israelites and they've done all they can, and they've run and they get to the Red Sea and now there's no place to go.
Mm.
And the only way they forward is, as this great worship song from Elevation says, you turn seas into highways. God, the only thing left was for God to part the waters. And to be comfortable in that spot where the only thing left is a miracle and you are powerless and you can't do it, to be actually comfortable in that spot, which is really hard for me, has been one of the joys of this project.